Our top story tonight, as Russia's invasion of Ukraine continues, the White House has released a statement to business owners everywhere about how to secure their information on cyber platforms. News 15's Ashley Hamilton has more.
With no clue when the war in Ukraine will end, the Biden administration is asking that all businesses stay on high alert in case of a Russian cyber attack. I spoke to some experts who say business owners should always be prepared in case of any potential cyber attacks.
It is something that we've seen an increase on almost daily.
The White House is currently warning companies about the possible launch of cyber attacks against the U.S. infrastructure by Russia as the invasion on Ukraine carries on. CEO and president of Vital Integrators, Paul Mancuso, says, as technology advances, it's almost impossible to have a single piece of software that can protect you from cyber attacks. So you should constantly assess where you may have gaps.
They'll sit in someone's email and they'll watch, and it may be 3 months, it may be 2 months, it may be a week, see how you interact, how you respond, and then they'll try to recreate that and try to trick someone into doing something that they think is legitimate.
94% of all attacks come through email. As a business owner, Mancuso says that you want to identify areas to ensure your business is protected.
Educating your employees, keeping it at the forefront of their minds so they're, cyber aware of what's going on, having those systems in place that if something happens, you're able to recover quickly from an attack or prevent it if it's possible.
CEO of Raider Solutions, Chris Raider, says they haven't dealt with cyber attacks, but help companies who have. He believes Russia will go after major infrastructure in the U.S. through cyber attacks.
The electrical grid, maybe the food network, and maybe the energy is energy like oil companies. They're trying to disrupt and slow us down so that they can continue on with this war.
The White House asks business owners to use multi-factor authentication on their system. Still, Raider says as an owner, you never want to give the administrative password out.
When you have rights to install software and change network addresses, you should not have that. Even the network administrator should only use that when they're making changes in the network. We don't want anyone to also compromise that account.
NBC News reported that the president says the U.S. is not trying to seek confrontation with Russia, but if Russia conducts cyber attacks against us, we will be prepared. Reporting in Lafayette, Ashley Hamilton, News 15.
Finally, Raiders says it's important to change your passwords at least once a year and make some complex passwords, and do not use the same password on more than one site.